Hi, it's Patsy. So, as I said in a couple of my previous videos, I'm going to start culling my decks because I'm just getting a bit overwhelmed by them all and they're just sitting there collecting dust. I started yesterday and I pulled out some that I know I definitely don't want to keep because I never use them. I'm not that particularly keen on them, not for me. So I put them to one side. I've got so many. I've only so far doing one dresser. I've got 3 to get through, but I'm started on the first one. So I put all the ones that I know I definitely don't want to keep, either oracles or tarot. But there's these 5 I'm not sure about. So I thought if I come on and make a video of the ones that I'm not sure about by talking about them and showing them again, I might decide, well, yes, they're for me, or maybe best keep them for a bit longer, or no, definitely not. These ones are all tarots. So we'll go on to the first one. Now I bought this first one a good while ago, a couple of years ago, I should say, if not longer. And it's the Osho Zen Tarot. Now I did take the Osho card out. I think that's in there still. This box never seemed to close properly either. It always seemed to stick out the top. That was rather annoying. But I used to use these quite a lot. There's the bags. And if I remember rightly, from when I used to use them, I used to find that these was quite negative. The readings they gave tended to seem to be a bit on the negative side. Now, I mean, that was probably what was going on with me at the time, and things maybe were negative, but I remember putting them thinking, oh, all you got from me is negative messages. And I know it's a different system, slightly, you know, with the name changes and what have you. But that doesn't usually worry me too much because I read a lot of the time intuitively anyway, so. But I just don't know. It's probably the keywords as well, because keywords tend to, on oracles, I do like a keyword on an oracle, but not so much on a tarot. Sometimes it don't bother me and I don't even notice them. And then other times, they annoy me. So I don't know. I don't know about this one. I mean, the artwork is okay. Some are nice, some aren't so great. The outsider. See, I love images like this where you can see what's going on, looking in, you know, and the gates bolted. So things like that I really like. Rebirth. Oh, let's see, some images I really like, other ones I don't. Like this one, Mind, really clever, you know. And for an intuitive deck, they are really good. So I don't know about this one. I think this is going to have to go on the maybe. And I think I'm going to have to work with that for a time and just see how I get on, because I remember I did like to read with them, but I don't know. So they're a maybe. So I'll put that on the side. Anybody who's got that deck, how do you get on with them? Do you use them intuitively, or how do you use them? Do you keep your Osho card in? I don't. So the next one I'm going to go on to is one that I had been wanting for a good while, and then I got it. I've done a swap for it. Spellcaster's Tarot. But I haven't really used it. I think I used it a couple of times. And when I don't pull decks out, I do think, well, maybe you're not pulling it out for a reason, because you don't like it. But 2 of Swords. Some of these images are really stunning. Cardstock is Llewellyn, so, you know. But then I don't mind Llewellyn cardstock. It doesn't bother me. Easy to shuffle. Yeah. I think looking at these ones, they're very wide awake, aren't they? 7 of Swords. I do think that with this one, it was just a case of I hadn't pulled it out for so long because other ones had got in the way. And I would use these. But that's still the problem. It's, you know, when you got 20, 30 decks, which one do you pull? But I do like these ones, so I'm not going to part with these. I think I need to keep these ones, because I think if I got rid of them, then I saw somebody using them, I'd be like, oh, I need to buy them back because I like those. So yeah, so that one, the Spellcaster's Tarot, that is definitely one I'm going to be keeping. So I'll put that back into my keep pile. The Osho Zen I'll keep on my maybe pile, because I'll work with that for a week or two and see what I think. The next one is the Tarot of the Wonderland. I bought this a good couple of years ago. That's the backs. I'm not a Alice in Wonderland fan, you know, I'm not bothered one way or another about Alice in the Wonderland. I know some people really like Alice in Wonderland, but it's not something that, you know, is one thing that I sort of, oh, I love Alice in Wonderland. It's not, it's very colourful, this deck, and again, it's a Llewellyn, so the cardstock is Llewellyn cardstock, but like I say, it doesn't bother me. But no, I don't think this one, and looking at the images again, it's a fun deck. It is cute and it is fun and it is bright and all the rest of it. But no, it's not doing nothing for me. I'm not sort of looking at the images and going, oh yeah, that's a nice, no. So yeah, I think this one is definitely gonna go in my cool pile. So that one can go, that can go out of my collection. So we've got one definitely going, one definitely not, and one maybe. So the next one is this one, The Art of Love Tarot. Now I bought this is a Blue Angel, and it's by Denise Jarvie, but the artwork is by Tony Carmine Salerno, and I have a lot of his Oracle decks, and I love his Oracle decks. It's one of my favourite. So I got this one. Now, straight away, the cards are big and they're glossy, which Blue Angel, they tend to be. And as in Oracles, they don't worry me. But it's quite a chunky to hold 78 tarot cards in. So I think that it was a bit of a problem. And I remember when I bought it, I was thinking maybe this would be used as an Oracle. And I do remember that I did a couple of tarot readings with it, and actually it was really spot on. And they gave some lovely readings. And this is my problem. These have got keywords on the bottom of every card, even like the major arcana. We've got the 8, strength is the force, the 10, the wheel, and then it says breakthrough. Page of angels, mysticism. So each one, 5 of hearts, sorrow. Each one has got a keyword on the bottom. And I know when I read for these, they didn't bother me too much. It didn't really take much notice. Maybe because I'm used to his Oracle cards, and very often they will have keywords on. So maybe. But I also noticed with these, a lot of the artwork are parts of some of the oracles I've got. So a lot of them are kind of much the same, if not the same artwork as what's in some of the oracles I've got of his own. But I never use this. I think I used it when I first got it for a couple of days and done a couple of readings with them. I thought, oh yeah, that's quite a nice deck. And then put them up. I mean, the suits have all been changed. The suit names and whatever, and some of the major arcana. Like number 13 is the release. Metamorphosis. 5 of stars, diversity. And the sun, we've got, what's the sun? Vitality. King of Hearts is the healer. Queen of Hearts, I love this Queen of Hearts card. And she is the 6th sense. 7 of Hearts is choices. So I don't know. 5, the Hierophant, is the teacher, and clarity. So this one I'm really struggling with because, like I said, I do love the artwork, but it's such a big, chunky deck to hold in my hands because my hands aren't that big. to hold in my hands, and they are glossy, so they shuffle okay, and you know the gloss does, but I don't know. So this one, I really don't know. I think this is going to have to be a maybe. See, this is a nightmare trying to colour, because I obviously brought them because I like the look of them. So this is going to have to be a maybe, I think. I don't know. So I've got 2 maybes. One definitely staying and one definitely going. Not doing very well, am I? So the last one is this one, and I think this one is definitely going to go. It's Dreams of Gaia Tarot. I was playing with this one yesterday. And I've had this a good couple of 3 years. There's the backs. And I never use it. I love some of the artwork. Some of the artwork is really stunning. And then other artwork, I'm like, yeah, like this one. Now, that does nothing for me. Again, you don't, you know, it's symbols and that rather than, and a lot of name changes and slightly different than a rider weight and what have you, which, like I said, doesn't usually bother me. See this image, it's like, nah. Same as this one, nah. King of Earth, I like this one. That one is not too bad. Queen of Earth, she's okay. Again, nah, doesn't do nothing to me. So when I went through this yesterday, there was a lot that I was like, nah, doesn't do nothing for me, them ones. And then I've come across cards and I was like, now that one is, you know, gorgeous. So then I'd sort of go through it again, but there was more cards that I didn't like than there was that I did like. I mean, I love that one. And the healing card, I love that one. But then we come on to these kind of artwork and they don't do nothing for me. So I sort of went through the piles yesterday and there's more images that I don't like than there is that I do. So this one is definitely going to have to go because it's just sitting there. Like I said, I never use it. And I never will. If I'm honest with myself, that is one that I'll never use. So the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. So out of the 5 I've showed today, 2 are definitely going. The Tarot and Wonderland, the Dreams of Gaia. And one's definitely staying, which is the Spellcasters, definitely keeping that one. The Osho Zen and the Art of Love Tarot. I'm going to have to work with them and then decide at a later date because I'm unsure about those 2. But yeah, so that's my first 5 that I'm definitely got rid of 2. 2 maybe, so it's not bad out of 5, I suppose, but one definitely keeping. So the Spellcasters is going nowhere because I know I'll end up buying that again. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.